Hi, I'm Pastor Chi. That's what people probably know me as. But my name is Pastor Mrs. Chinyere Umeasiegbu. I've come here to introduce to you the Ontario Secondary School Diploma Program. This program is basically for students who would want to go to universities in Canada, particularly in the Ontario region. And then they would need to have a pre-degree or a certification program that enables them to go straight into university after 1 year of getting acclimatized to the Canadian structure of education and, having access to the courses that they would eventually do when they get to Canada. So instead of going to Canada and spending close to, some people even say in other instances they spend up to like 30,000 Canadian dollars. You do it cheaper for less than a quarter of a fraction of that amount here in Nigeria, and for the same period, 1 year. And you also get, when you're doing that, the Ontario Education Number or the Ontario Student Number, which enables one to study as a domestic Canadian student. And that number is valid for, 55 years. So you have that number that guarantees or shows that you have actually concluded the program and you have access whenever you want in that length of time to then proceed with admissions into universities in Canada. In the UK, yes. In Australia, in the United States of America, in Hong Kong, in Singapore, because there are universities there that globally accept the OSSD pre-university certification as a prerequisite into getting into their universities. So, what is the requirement for it? Well, at the Pearl Academy, which is the certified center for the OSSD in Delta, in the South, we can cover even up to those who want to come and attend from the Southeast. What we target are for those who have already completed their grade 12 or already have their WAEC results and they want to go to Canada to study for university. So those are the ones that we target. And so the basic requirement really to get into the OSSD program with us at the Pearl Crown Academy is your WAEC. But then we would be requiring you to provide the transcripts of your SS1 to SS3 results. That way, we're able to send it over to Canada, and then they would then see what subjects you already have done that you do not require to do again on the OSSD program, and then you're left with maximum 8 courses to then do on the OSSD program. Is it hybrid? No, it's more online, even at the Pearl Academy, but all the courses will be taught by Canadian tutors. So be online, but we want people to be at the academy so that they can concentrate and also focus on actually getting excellent scores for the OSSD program. Why is that? Because you have access to scholarships. If what you have done in the 1 year is exceptional, then with the scores, because the OSSD is actually assessed and graded, with the scores, you can approach universities that accept a certain level of scores for part-time, full-time, even sometimes full tuition scholarships into their universities. The duration is 1 year. 1 year from when you start the program. At the Pearl Academy, program will start in September 2025. So we invite parents, we invite you students, rather than spend that 1 year with all the high cost implications in Canada, you can do it here in Nigeria. I mean, the cost of doing it at, like I mentioned before, those who have gone already and spent between 20 to 25, 30,000 US dollars, you can do it for half the fraction, less than half the fraction of that here in Nigeria. So you reduce that cost. That cost is not there. The cost of accommodation for that 1 year in Canada is off. The cost of your flights to Canada is off. And then when you do it for 1 year here, the ability to get admissions directly into these universities are very high. And of course, when it comes to the visa processing for the Canadian visa, already you would have gotten your Ontario education number. So that means even the visa for your students' visas to go over to Canada, the percentile will be higher. If you want more information, please feel free to call us at the Pearl Academy on 0809 080 8442. That is also a WhatsApp number. Or 0803 520 0478. Equally a WhatsApp number. Please send us your inquiries, WhatsApp or call us, and we will be glad to give you more information as we see you come to attempt and do your Ontario Secondary School Diploma, OSSD, with us at the Pearl Academy here in Nigeria. Thank you.